Hello everyone, this is Joey Hamill. I am doing the content mission regarding an organizational website from level 2. This website is the National Climate Assessment website. This is the whole URL up here if you'd like to access it. And this website, its mission is to study climate change, provide details on what's happened and what they predict will happen, and in addition to that, suggest strategies to respond to this. And it was drafted by 300 experts and a 60-member advisory committee. And this is the third edition, 2014. Previous reports were released in 2000 and 2009. Into the highlights of this report. This is a summed up version of what it reports. First off, this website is good for making the logical appeals if sustainability is your subject area. It uses a lot of facts. Facts and graphics to show its data. So first off, the overview, it provides a brief description of the main points found in the report. There are 12 main points, and each of them is listed as one of these key messages. I'm not going to go through all of them, but this is a very brief description. If you want a full thing, you'll have to go into the full report. But next, the report findings. You can view these by regions, or, well, give me a minute. These are the different subjects that they cover: the changing climate, extreme weather, future climate. So predictions here. This is the very extreme, right? Extreme manifestations of the climate change and what's happening. So this will look at changes in weather patterns, hurricanes, severe storms, winter storms, heat waves, drought, downpours. Obviously, we all know about California and their big drought, flooding, hurricanes, as I said, winter storms. Furthermore, the future climate, this is where they predict things. So this is the average temperature change in the U.S. This is just one of the interactive graphics they have on here. So this is if we were to significantly alter our ways and reduce emissions. In Ohio, we see 4 to 5 degree temperature change. It looks like they say 4, but that's best case, and then this is if we continue as we were. And in this area, we're showing 8 or 9 degrees, so big difference. Going back, one of the other things is human health we have here. This is talking about air quality, flooding, weather, increase in chronic diseases. So it's not good to be breathing in all these toxic chemicals and emissions and stuff. That's obvious. One of the places in near here, well, it's near the tri-state area of Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia. That area has a lot of factories, and they're one of the largest sources of pediatric cancer in Cincinnati. A lot of the patients come from around there. So that's a nearby real-life example of human health impacts. Furthermore, they have regions here, and so let's look at Midwest. That's where we are. So this is specific issues that we'll face in the Midwest. So heat increasing, downpours, flooding, agriculture. Obviously, anyone who's ever flown is going to be able to see that there's a lot of farming around here. And this climate change is changing the growing season, making it more difficult and more unpredictable. Air quality is, as I already said, a big one. Um, so agriculture, forests, a lot of forests too, public health, and electricity. Um, now into the actual report. So this is not abridged at all. This is the actual report they released. So under our changing climate, this is talking about rising sea level. One of the things I've been talking about a lot in my writing missions is Obama recently traveled to Alaska, and one of the things he did was he renamed Mount McKinley, and part of that was he was saying that a lot of the Athabascan Inuit villages are in danger of disappearing if sea level continues to rise. Um, uh, Sectors, this is like different industries, primary, secondary, tertiary, etc. And regions, again, this is where it will itemize things by the region. Um, so again, let's look at Midwest. Uh, and this is just, it's saying the same thing as in the highlights, except now they're going into details. So this is average temperature here, average temperature rising, and average temperature is rising. These are yearly temperatures. Well, difference from average. So here we're showing a colder temperature in the 1920s, and around here this looks like in the 2006, 2007 here it's a little bit cooler, but now we're showing a much higher again. As we move on, again this is released in 2014, so when this is released they're showing much higher than average. So this is where if you're writing some kind of research paper, you can easily reference this to show that over time the average temperature has been increasing, and well, it's not always above it. The yearly average is not always above the actual average, the trend average. In recent years, it has been more like that. And then down here, agriculture again, but as with this, the temperature up there, now they're using graphics to show this. So this is what they predict will be, or actually this is, yeah, this is predicted increase in average temperatures in the Midwest. So where we are, it's not supposed to be that extreme, but then in northern Michigan, the Upper Peninsula, and in northern Minnesota is much greater. And this is another one that's interactive. So days above 90 or 95 Fahrenheit. So that's not predicted to change as much in the where the average temperature was. So this map will tell you all sorts of different things. Frost-free season. So it's supposed to be increasing frost-free, and cooling degrees. Well, this is days where the temperature will be dropping. So this is heading into fall where we are right now, and so this is supposed to change a lot. And I would say that this probably makes sense because up until just a few days ago, it was really warm, and now it dropped into the 50s and 30s and 40s. So this is happening now. We can observe it outside. And forest composition, again, shifts in forest composition, so different trees, some of them will be disappearing, some of them will be changing their range. So this website has all sorts of data that will be useful if you're making artistic proofs, logical appeals, and um, um, so if you're looking for some kind of facts to back up a claim that you're making, this is a very good website to use. And they don't have it here, but if you go into some of the more detailed things, they will have citations at the bottom that you can use, and so you can easily reference it. And like I said, very useful website if you're looking for facts to support an argument. Um, and that is all.